Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome to a brand new Patreon supporter campaign. If you are a Patreon supporter already, then thank you ever so much. It really does mean a lot to me. And you will be able to watch the entire campaign as it plays out and vote in polls and get names and shit like that. If you're not a Patreon supporter, then this is a little teaser. And after the campaign is finished, I'll then be releasing it for your perusal. Of course, if you want to watch it and vote in polls and stuff, then you can go to my Patreon supporter page, which is below in the description. Sign up. It's like $1 or something like that. It's not very expensive, to be honest. And it really does help. It really does. You get to vote in polls, so that's nice. Anyway, so we're playing as Volkmar. Yeah, I could have played as Carl, but Volkmar has something that Carl doesn't have. A great big bushy moustache, which is, of course, he's very manly. He knows how to accessorize as well with this frankly massive Jade Griffin that he just whacks on his chest there. Very nice. Big old collar. I'm genuinely not very sure about the collar thing. I've seen a few particularly baddies wear the big collars, and I feel like that's just going to really impact your peripheral vision. But, you know, I guess if you are a big baddie with a big collar, you probably have minions to watch your back anyway. So there we go. Now, Volkmar, of course... Get rid of that. And you, go on, back in your box. Go on, back in your box, you creepy old bastard. And you, get out of my face. Right, of course. Now, so Volkmar. Hi, Volkmar. So, Volkmar has the trait Grand Theogenes. So he's basically Empire Pope. And as such, of course, he has hordes of very angry old men in the flagellants there. The crazy old man dancers. Old grey mare, she ain't what she used to be. That's all they do all day. And he buffs their casualty replenishment by 30% for the Lord's Army. Weapon strength increased by 20%. Upkeep reduction, melee defense, and physical resistance increase for all of the flagellants. Now, flagellants by themselves, they're unbreakable. They already have frenzy and also this strength of the penitent, which means that if they're losing in melee combat, they get a big bonus to physical resistance and melee defense. They're also pretty goddamn cheap. They don't have any armor though, because, you know, they're just wearing rags, really. However, I mean, it must be said that the Empire's infantry aren't particularly good anyway. So, flagellants could be the way forward. Let's, you know, I say, yes, we've got elite trained state troops in armor and carrying. But what if? Hang on, just what if? Right, we went to the care homes, gave the old people weapons, and then pushed them in front of our artillery. I'm just saying, have we tried it? So there we go. That's what we're gonna. This is what we're doing in this experiment. The Cult of Sigmar, which is what we is, also reduces diplomatic relations with vampire counts. I mean, we were never going to be friends with them, to be fair. Increases our magic item drop chance. Increases weapon strength for flagellants by 20%. It means we have a hero recruit rank +4 for warrior priests. Upkeep reduction flagellant units untainted in all regions, and we also get a recruit rank for arch lectors. Now, I do have some mods. If you'd like to see the mods, they're in the description, so knock yourself out. Indeed. So we start off with the Tattersouls, which are a regiment of renowned flagellants. So they're just like upgraded flagellants. I don't know what the different... I think they're just more of them. There's 120 in a normal unit. There's 160 in this one. So, yep, that's more. We start off with a unit of flagellants. We have some swordsmen, spearmen, crossbowmen, and the Knights of the Blazing Sun, which are an Elector Count unit. I think it's Ostermark? I could be wrong. So, the Empire, and this is like the second time I've played the Empire since they got the big update. So we have the Elector Counts, and each of these regions is either controlled by an Elector Count of the Empire, some separatist bastard, or a moon-faced goon. If we can secure these regions, then we will get these bonuses. So, for example, the Elector Count of, if we get Hochland, for example, then we get the Elector Count of Hochland, which is going to upkeep reduction for missile infantry units, campaign line of sight, campaign movement range, and upkeep reduction. We also get a Rune Fang. Now, the Rune Fangs were a set of magical blades that were created by Alric the Mad as a gift to Sigmar for him helping the dwarves against the greenskins during the Goblin Wars. So these swords are given to the Elector Counts, and each one is unique. Now, we need to basically secure the entire empire. Now, some of these Elector Counts are on our side. So, for example, Reikland, here you can see they've actually got 7 fealty, so that's pretty good. That's not bad. On the other hand, Toddy over here, he's not so happy. I mean, you wouldn't believe it, would you? Obviously, this is fantasy, but they've had an election. Karl has been elected emperor, and yet there are some people who don't agree with the results of that election. Now, you wouldn't believe... Frankly, you know, it's so beyond thinking this could ever happen in real life, thank goodness. But here we are in the fantasy realm where everyone's not happy with the result. Also, Wissenland don't like us. Oof, that's 2. That's not good. That's bad. Holy shit. Now, if it drops to 0, then that Elector Count will cede from the Empire and will have to declare war to stop them. Ideally, we want to increase the fealty to 10, by which point the Elector Count will be like, hey, I like you, let's tie the knot, and basically will confederate with us. So, the more of the Empire factions that we can get to fealty 10, the better. If we have to kill them, then so be it. We do have prestige. Prestige is done for winning battles and all that kind of shit. You do have events which can lower or increase fealty for different factions. Sometimes it's like it'll increase one with one faction and decrease it with another one. There's also some events where you have to spend a big dump of prestige to stop a faction from ceding. So I find it's usually best to save it and not spend it. But you can spend it to like increase relations. So, you know, that's an option, I guess. We could make factions go to war with each other, maybe. All that kind of thing. But for the moment, I think we're fine.
Sigmar, grant me strength.
Indeed. Right, first off, let's send old Volkmar down here because we've got some splitters, some dirty splitters, some separatists have separated like curdled milk, and we're going to have to put them back down. Indeed. I'm going to bless the shit out of you. There goes our crazy old grandpa flagellants. They're pretty crazy, pretty grandpa. And they have bells. Some of them have bells. So they got a ding-a-ling as well, so that's nice. That's our flagellants. There's Volkmar, the Pope that can run in a dress. It's looking pretty good. I mean, careful with that hammer, mate. Is that supposed to be on fire, or is that just... You're just not very good at doing the camp cooking. Who knows? Anyway, we've also got Knights of the Blazing Sun. So these boys, one of the knightly orders of the Empire. And these guys have got lightsaber lances, so that's cool, isn't it? That's you know, until Skywalker Ranch hears about it and suddenly the legal team are on the phone. So the Tattersouls are just a unit that is slightly bigger, I think. Yeah, they've just got more health. There's just like 40 more guys in it. That's how you become a regiment of renown. You just have 40 more people in your unit, and that's fine, apparently. That's all you need. Fair enough. That's literally all they are. They're just slightly... Yep. That's literally all it is. Exactly the same in every way. You can see the stats for our flagellants actually pretty good. They're actually not bad. They should make fairly short work of the state troops.
Fight with us, not against. Brace yourselves.
Oof, that's a lot of jam. It's a great many jams. And our flagellants seem to be doing I mean, yeah, they're doing very well, actually. Look at the kill. Jesus Christ, look at the kill count. They're murdering everything. Meanwhile, our knights charging out of the forest, taking out the enemy crossbowmen, because of course they could do some nasty damage. Oof. Laters, guys. Have a nice trip.
The gods have abandoned us.
Yeah, but you did get closer to them for a second, didn't you? Okay, they're dead. We want to make sure they are shattered, because otherwise they will just come back and start shooting us, which will be annoying. but I've got more things to do. So the Tattersalls have managed to break the Spearmen. By break, I mean, like, you know, annihilate them. That guy got his head knocked off. Jesus. Brutal. So both the Tattersalls and the Knights of the Blazing Sun coming in because we've got a nice big long line. Oh, the Blazing Knights charging in. A lovely rear charge there, straight into the forests. Poking the state troops in the bum, sending quite a few of them flying over the heads of our unit. But they're not super happy about it, as you'd expect, really. You wouldn't expect these guys to be... I mean, they're being prodded, and now they're being lightsabered. That's not good. That's not a good look. We've got a lovely little surround here with our flagellants braining the spearmen and swordsmen of the enemy army. Geez, we're going to wipe them out. So far, so good. I think that's the enemy army completely shattered. Oh, you do love a new battle in the new campaign. It's got that new campaign battle. Oh, obviously, this one doesn't because it smells just a bit like we, because of our crazy old granddads. That's fine. Pretty good first battle there. Pretty much wiped out that entire army. I didn't want to entirely wipe out because I have seen the Separatists do some weird things. So before the Empire update, you could be pretty much sure what the Separatists would do, and it was you could probably wipe them out in about 5 turns. But recently, I've seen some different behaviour from them, so we're going to play it a little bit more cautiously. So I didn't kill the enemy general; I just badly wounded him because I don't want him buggering off. What he should do is go and sit in Gromberg and start trying to recruit. What I've seen him do is just disappear off, and that means he can come back and hit that settlement again, which is what we do not want. So let's get a couple of archers and some swordsmen. That's fine. That'll do for the moment. Need to capture Gromberg, get some Imperial Authority. Currently we've got -5 growth, but if we get that Imperial Authority, then as an elector count, fealty increase chance 5% each turn for each elector count, and extra growth and taxes for all provinces. Obviously we want to try and keep our fealty positive if at all possible. Let's start off by getting Route Marcher. Now Volkmar has some nice little skills. Of course, he's got the War Altar, the Potmobile. It's quite potent. He also has the Jade Griffin and Staff of Command. He gets some abilities like the Archlectors get. He also gets bonuses for Flagellants, so that's another 12% weapon strength and speed. Extra charge bonus there and missile resistance there. He also gets... somewhere around here. Is it Doomsday? There we go. More. So they can have an extra 24% weapon strength, 50% missile resistance, and more charge bonus. Then you add in the extra melee attack and melee defense, and why not throw in some extra melee defense, magic resistance, and leadership, by which point your flagellants are looking quite scary, which I like. I like characters that can take a kind of like a basic unit and go, okay, now they're quite fucking terrifying. Enjoy! It's just kind of fun turning sort of like a basic unit into something a little bit more devastating. Now, currently, Karl has Dragon Tooth, the Reikland Runefang. Now that bastard, he's currently not using it, so I'm going to give that to Volkmar, because frankly, he doesn't deserve it. Does not deserve it. He's not doing any of the heavy lifting, is he? Is he? Now, Altdorf, of course, is a major capital, so we're going to upgrade that. And Reikland itself is a four settlement province. There we go. So it can become quite rich. Plus, of course, you get the nice big bonuses from the capital. So you get the Altdorf city-state. That increases income from all buildings 50% in this region. We can also get the Imperial Palace. We've got an Imperial Port there. We've also got the Altdorf Colleges of Magic and Castle Reiksgard. All very good. And we can also get the Tailors Guild. So that's 500 income generated. And of course you can build those in every single settlement because it's rank 3. Which means that you can make a shit ton of money as the Empire. Which is why the Empire always becomes ridiculously strong. Now, a whole bunch of stuff we could do here, but I'm going to go for tithe rebates because that's going to increase growth and public order, and those are two things I think we need. Without anything left to do this turn, we're just going to end it. Oh, that's not good. I could arrange favours. Oh, that's only going to give me 1 authority, so that's actually fine. In the Empire, political power is often connected to economic prosperity. There is perhaps no group organisation that has greater effect on economic prosperity across state borders than the Merchants Guild. The rumours being that many of the electors themselves are on their payroll. Using your gravitas, it may be possible for you to arrange favours for the patrons of the Merchants Guild, such as loosening regulations or tax cuts in addition to... Oh my god, they're fucking Amazon. I'm not... Fuck you, Amazon. Do nothing. Get the fuck out of here.
The instrument of Sigmar's will.
That's right. Get stuffed, Amazon. Right, we're going to take Grunberg. Let's just occupy that one. Now, I did see that enemy army disappear off this way, so that's fine.
Your burgeoning realm grows.
Yep, okay, go on. Back in your box, you creepy old bastard. Right, we've got a quest, because all of these starting factions for Warhammer had, like, a quest to get them going at the start, and they never carried that forward, which is a bit of a shame because it's quite nice. If we do this quest battle, the Battle of Blood Pine Wood, then we can recruit a battle wizard, get the sword of striking, and get some more prestige. However, it's while getting a battle wizard sounds nice, it is significantly more important to just get the separatists dead. You need them dead ASAP. Let's go Inspiring Presence. The sooner they be dead, the better. Right, let's get some more archers, something like that. We can't get any flagellants at the moment because we can't recruit them, which is a shame. But never mind. We do have the Caribou Great Swords because, of course, we start off by controlling the Reikland. That means every 15 turns we will get the opportunity to recruit more of them. And like these guys are like upgraded. What do they do? Hang on. So they've got Bathed in Blood, more melee attack, and leadership. If we could mix some of those in with our flagellants.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I like that plan. Okay, good. Right, we're just recruiting. That's fine because we're taking Grunberg. What we can do is we can march towards whatever that settlement. It used to be Helmgart, but that's now the fort, isn't it? What is it? Oh god, it's gonna do my nuts in. I can find out. Hang on. What is it called? Ubersreich. That's it.
Defender of the faith.
Okay, we can march on down here, and we should find that they are starting to recruit. They are indeed. Now, obviously, we have Scarstick to deal with as well, so that's always fun. So let's get some more swordsmen, something like that. Altdorf is fine, because it's a major settlement, it's got walls, it's also got a nice big garrison. Something I feel like most factions should probably have, because it means you can actually leave your capital. There's some factions where you just kind of have to defend your capital for ages because it just doesn't have any defences and it's really easy to lose. So I like the idea of just having your capital. It also means that, you know, you can't go and take enemy capitals immediately because they'll have some defences there. I think it works both ways, but, you know, what do I know? Okay, they're recruiting over there as well. We've got the second rank of Altdorf, which means we can now go for fields. That's right, yep. I mean, it's not the most exciting thing. I do love my pots, but I think fields probably the most important thing to start off with. I mean, there's nothing we can really get until rank 3. So getting that rank 3 is quite important. I'm going to get the tap room as well because, you know, it's been a long lockdown. We all need to go for a beer. And then we'll scamper into Ubersreich. And Bop Hans Gruber. You boys really should have bought shields. We've got a fair few more missile units in the enemy army, so I'm just gonna I'm sitting pretty. I'm just gonna shoot them in the face with arrows. Because eventually the enemy army will realise that actually this is not working out for them. That guy's got 2 arrows lodged in his throat, so that's not great. That's probably why they're running away. And here we come, the enemy army is charging towards us. We have Knights of the Blazing Sun hidden in the trees. And we're now charging. Now, where our flagellants are, we should be doing very well. But our swordsmen will probably not be doing as well as their sword. Yeah. And the reason is because we're playing on hard difficulty, which means their units get a big boost to some of their stats, and otherwise we're completely the same. So you'd expect that they would, win any engagement. And Knights of Blazing Sun are a little bit of trouble here. They've charged, they've been caught in the forest, but we do have flagellants coming in from behind. There we go. Crazy grandpas getting stuck in. Raining people with bells, poking them with sticks. There we go, and that means our knights can break away and charge after these crossbows. But more importantly, we're going to need some help on the front line. I mean, we should win this battle anyway. But, having some rear charges will really, it'll just be a help. It really will be quite useful. It's raining men, hallelujah. Yeah, you can see the kills on the Knights of Blazing Sun just jumping up. 90 kills. They've got 78 charge bonus.
As long as we draw breath, they will die.
They've got, big charge bonus. And there we go. These units now starting to fall back. Volkmar is in the midst. He doesn't actually have any abilities at the moment. He's very much just... Well, that's not true. He's got the Rune Fang, which can boost everyone's melee attack and leadership around him, which is quite useful. But otherwise, he's not really a very good melee attacker, to be honest. So the enemy general is fairly hard for us to deal with. But fortunately, he can't do too much damage. Meanwhile, the Knights of Blazing Sun are just running around, rear charging everyone they can find. So our units here took quite a chunk of damage, but with that rear charge, it's going to see off the enemy infantry. And leave us with another victory. Took a little bit more damage on the lights, but that's fine. Let us just occupy the Feather Toe Talk. Excellent. If only we could get the Scarecrow Banner, my life would be complete. Now, they do hold Helmgart as well, which is a fort, and that will be something we need to take, but I think that will come last. Let us grab the Emperor's Finest to start off with. I'm tempted to get some free company militia, but what I might do is merge you dweebs. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we do have a training field here. And I'm tempted to leave this here because we've got plenty of special buildings in Altdorf. And the infantry recruitment is only at a 3 rank, so it makes sense to build it in a minor settlement, in my opinion. Especially Ubersreich, because we get the Imperial Palace here. Nope. That's not the right one. I meant this one, the Red Moon Inn, which is going to give us public order, adds walls, and provides a bit of a garrison on top of that. So we don't necessarily need the garrison there. We can make do without. And I think that's probably what we'll be doing. Obviously, all of these are going to have tailor shops because, look, have you seen the Empire? They are... Oh, the threads. They are... Peng, I think is what the kids say these days. That's... You know, those cod pieces, they take time to sew, I would imagine. Anyway, I don't. Oh, you little shits.
No. The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
I'm going to just...
Of Sigmar.
I can't reach that in one turn. Okay, here's my thinking. If we take Ilhart, because Helmgart is just a fort, right? It doesn't have recruitment grounds. So if we take Ilhart, then they can't recruit anymore. And that does mean leaving Ubersreich, which does only have a little garrison now. But we're just going to go for it. I've made my choice. We'll just upgrade Grumberg, because Ubersreich might get... Well, is highly likely to get torched. But if we can take Ilhart, we can then double back and deal with Helmgart and Ubersreich. And then the Separatists are dead. Won't have to worry about them anymore. Double thumbs up. Yeah, I thought that might happen, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I don't care. Oh, you just sacked it, and then you blundered into my ambush. Well, that was silly, wasn't it? That was silly. You just blundered into the Pope. Oh, the Jade Griffin. Griffin needs. What the fuck are these guys? Just greenskins. Greenskin rebels? What? Oh, it's a questy battle. Yeah, okay. No, that really threw me for a second. It's fine. We'll get to that in a second. So, Sigmar has ever been a warrior god, and his clergy have followed his example. They are no mere priests or tranquil monks, but warriors all, as eager to split skulls with hammers as preached from a pulpit. At the head of the cult, I mean, I imagine they're pretty similar to the Church of England, to be honest. At the head of the cult is the Grand Theogenist, and while many have filled the role over the years, most, if not all, have been intimidating men full of fury and bombast, and piously devoted to Sigmar's tenets. Should the Empire come under threat, then it is not always the state troops that face the threat alone. The cult of Sigmar has often answered the call to war, with the Grand Theogenist at its head, eager as any of his warrior priests to smite the foe. It was on one such doomed campaign that the Jade Griffin, a talisman of the Theogenist office said to have been blessed by Magnus the Pious himself, went missing. The Grand Theogenist at the time was brought low by Chaos Filth, and the Jade Griffin lost somewhere in Kislev. Many years later, and word had reached Volkmar the Grim, that the Jade Griffin has resurfaced. On his chest, apparently. The Grand Theogenist senses that the time is right to go in search of this precious antiquity. Volkmar issues a proclamation that he intends to march for Kislev. In the vanguard of his force go the desperate and the fanatical, those who have lost everything but their faith. Let their zeal light the way. Alright. Okay, so Midland has come on tap from Greenskins in the region of Karabberg and are appealing to you for military assistance. Will you come to the defence and join in battle, or leave them to fight off the attackers alone? So, we can join the defence, and that will increase the fealty. It will cost us 2,000. If we had the prestige, we could do that as well. We can send scouts. It will gain visibility over the region, but Midland will defend against the Greenskins alone, and the fealty of Midland will drop by 1. It's currently 3, so that's quite risky. I think we're just going to send a military force. The military force isn't... I could just AI control... Can I just AI control the entire battle? I mean, the likelihood of us winning this is fairly fucking low. I'm just going to auto-resolve it. Ah. Well, the important thing is we tried. Oh, Gotrek and Felix! Recent conversation at a local tavern has been centred around a pair of powerful mercenaries rumoured to be travelling through the nearby provinces. The famous dwarf slayer knows Gotrek Gurninson and his human companion and chronicler, Felix Jaeger. Some in the Empire consider Gotrek and Felix to be outlaws, but the duo are known to have slain some of the most insurmountable adversaries known to the forces of Order. Should they be persuaded to join your cause, they will be truly formidable allies. We've got a tithe rebate as well. And a road warden. Everything is coming up Volkmar. Bong, bong, bong. Oh, they didn't actually leave. So, yeah, so we've now got a little bit of extra fealty with them. So that's nice. Let's... Oh, I do want the Grand Hammer of Sigmar. But Empress Finest. But Hammer of Sigmar. Empress Finest. Yeah, hammer. It's hammer time!
Orders.
Get them parachute pants out. You know you want to. Oh, I'm just going to water resolve. Oh, a banner. Come on, Scarecrow Banner. Come on, Scarecrow Banner. Give me the Scarecrow Banner. You know you want to. Fucking A. Look at that. Holy shit. Oh, with this, no flying units will bother the Pope. He's got Venato Torque, which reduces armour and defence of flying units in 55 metres. We've also got the Scarecrow Banner, which reduces speed, leadership and charge bonus. Yep. No pigeon's going to be pooping on our Pope. Awesome. Perfect. Oh. Oh. What a fantastic start to the campaign. You know, sometimes everything just slots into place, doesn't it? I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, the fact that they've just got Helmgart now means I don't think they can actually do anything. I don't think they can recruit anything. I think they may be able to recruit a general, and that may be it. Right, we're going to go State Troop Standards, because then we can go State Troop Infantry Armour, which I think will give our Tattersouls some clothes.
Sigmar's will.
Because currently they have none. Despite all the tailors in the Reiklands, they've got no clothes. And frankly, it's starting to cause a bit of a scene. So we're going to have to get them to wear some trousers. So in the meantime, I'm going to get rid of you guys because you are garbage. And I'm going to get one of you. There we go. That works. And we've got commandment available, which of course we're going to go for the Council of Burgermeisters. Income from trade tariffs and growth. Always need that growth. Right. I just realised I haven't tried to get a trade agreement with everyone, and it's just because I play evil factions so often. It's just pointless to try. So I guess right. Who likes me? Wow. Luon likes me.
Welcome. How fares the Emperor in these dark times?
Unwise.
Why? You like me? It's like, let's have a trade agreement. Fuck off! Why?
Done.
Okay, if we do that, that might increase it enough to actually get a fucking trade agreement. Kislev?
Welcome to Kislev.
No. Okay, well, that's that then. Good. Good hustle.
Volkmar the Grim.
Right, have they recruited a general? No. If we take Helmgart, at least, you know, that
Instrument of
should
Sigmar's
protect
will.
us. So, let's just get some sword boys, I guess. Sword boys are best boys. And I want to upgrade you, but we need to upgrade that first. How's fealty looking? Okay, so obviously Balthazar Gelt likes us, that's good. Helmut Fuchbach likes us as well, that's good. I mean, even Boris is starting to come around. So, you know, that's alright. Although he has lost Wisened? He's lost that place, so, you know, could be... Oh, do we only find Magical Forest unpleasant? Really? I thought literally everyone but High Elves and fucking Wood Elves hated the place. Oh well, right. Okay, we're going to have to take Helmgart, which is going to be a pain in the arse, but... sometimes an Empire Pope has got to do what an Empire Pope's got to do. Okay.
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
What's this look like?
Purge the heretics.
Such a pain in the... I'm just going to water resolve that. Unless I'm defending a fort, it's just a pain in the ass. Oh, we got a Screaming Banner as well. It's just very loud.
The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
Indeed. Holy shit. I don't know why you get a war horse and then the barn. Like, what? Why would you not go for the barn? I mean, obviously we're going to wait for the Pope-mobile. It'd just be silly not to. Let's get Emperor's Finest? Emperor's Finest. That means that our Tattersouls now have 49 melee attack, 39 melee defense, and 46 weapon strength, 11 of which is armor piercing. Not bad. Not bad. Let us upgrade Ubersreich, because then we can upgrade this, knock down that. Everyone's happy. We could knock that. I'm going to knock that down now. Let's see if I don't. And we're going to get the Council of Burgermeisters here, because that obviously gives growth, which we want for a fort. The fort gives us no income, it's got no public order, and also this increases our trade tariffs, assuming one day that we can never get a trade agreement with anyone. Everyone in the Warhammer world seems very fucking suspicious of trade agreements, don't they?
Of the lady. You ask for a boon.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised. Why? You actually quite like me, you prick. All you're going to do is sell me bad wine. Get the fuck out. I mean, he's not wrong, but still. We're not bloody Albion. Hello. Dangerous liaisons. Ooh, sexy. A lesser nobleman with close associations to the House of Averland have been present by the order of Valmir von Rukov, Elector Count of Ostland. He's accused of having a forbidden affair with one of Valmir von Rukov's family members. Ooh, sexy. Ostland bays for Averland noble's blood, sentencing him to death. You may have the political power to lobby for prisoner release, should you wish to do so. Okay, so we can lobby for the pardon, and that will increase the fealty of Averland, but decrease the fealty of Ostland. Alternatively, we can do nothing, which will please Ostland but annoy Averland. Which now? they're both quite far away from what I remember. So I'm gonna increase Ostlands. Maybe try and... Where the fuck are Ostland? Oh yeah, they're over here, aren't they? And Averland down here. So I think I made the right choice there. Yeah, okay.
Sigmar, grant me strength.
We should probably think about dealing with Scarsnick.
Moving.
Me protez ready.
The instrument of
Because if we can kill him early, on the other hand, someone might kill him for us. So maybe I just ignore him.
Sigmar be
Hail, Sigmar's sons.
Hello.
Do you come looking for aid or to cause trouble?
Hey, little from column A, little from column B, am I right? Hey? No, that's...
No churl.
Well, are you not?
King Luan Leon.
And people wonder why I never bother with diplomacy.
I think not.
Honest to fucking God. Oh, Midland actually quite like me. Oh, my battle support. Oh, that's nice. Well, I do try.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire.
I
What brings you here?
am the fucking Empire, mate. I'm the fucking Emperor. Well,
Volkmar the
I'm the
Grim.
Pope, which is basically the same thing. Okay, we can get what's this extra growth. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Could upgrade eel hearts. That seems quite sensible. Don't have the money for pots. That's disappointing. Don't have the money for a weaving house either. God, we probably want as much money as we can make in Altdorf or the Reikland, because that is going to allow us to beef that up even more once we get up to the top rank of Altdorf, which is then going to get, so we get an additional 50% on top of that. So the more money we have here, the more money we get. Which, sounds sensible. Anyway, so we're going to build the... We already got some grazing pastures. We're going to get more fields here. The more growth, the better. Currently, we're looking at, what's this, 168 a turn? That's not bad. That's all right, isn't it? The sooner we can get walls in all of these settlements, the better. Because we've got quite a large expanse of territory, and we're kind of like slap in the middle of a bunch of factions, particularly things like Beastmen and Greenskins, who will appear, just come crawling out of the woodwork, and Karaberg just exploded, so that's a whole thing.
Blessings of Sigmar.
Looks
upon
like we've got the Leafcutters tribe. Good. Now I'm not.
moving out.
Why did they put it in someone else's territory? That's what I want to know. It's not even. It's a battle. I think. Well, it's against the Empire Separatists, but I think it's like against Midlands. Like Midlands are stirring up trouble, and yet it's in the territory of Talabecland, which then pisses off Talabecland because you then trespass on it. So, what? I don't fucking know. Right, let's get a weaving house because I could use the extra cash.
Grand Theogenes.
I really would like a battle wizard, so I think I'm going to have to go and do that quest battle. Public order is actually surprisingly fine. Really? This is like, what? Is it? That's not normal. Normally everyone's a really shitty bastard to start. Like, you spend the first 20 turns just trying to stave off rebellion. Okay, so we got the state troop standards.
The righteous
I'm
hammer
going
of
to
Sigmar.
go and... tell you what, right, let's go and do this first. And then we'll go and take on the Leafcutters tribe, because what we can do there is we can take those settlements and then return them to Midlands, and that'll cheer Boris up. So old Toddy might come on side. So that'd be nice. And what I should have remembered is that if you have less than 20 units in this army, you can, of course, potentially get the artillery from this battle. And I probably should have knocked out a couple of swordsmen just on the off chance. It's a very low chance of picking up the artillery, and quite how you get it is sort of shrouded in mystery. There's some who say you need to wipe out the entire unit, but I've got the artillery before without wiping out the unit, so I genuinely don't know. So these little separatist forces getting, wiped out, completely annihilated. The enemy general is being chased by Volkmar. Or they're going for a stroll in the forest. I genuinely I'm not entirely sure. Are you chasing him or not? They've both got the same speed, so maybe they're just trying to keep... I don't know what's going on there. It's fine. Enemy reinforcements, though, have arrived. And these crossbows actually kind of like ended up being chased across the battlefield. So I've pulled them back because I feel like my Knights of Blazing Sun can probably deal with those better than any of my other units, other than just waiting for them to get into range of my missile attacks. But the Knights of Blazing Sun should be... I mean, these guys got 33 speed. These guys got 71 speed. So we're twice as fast, which means we should catch up with them pretty easily. Although we do have the mortar crew apparently coming back to fight.
Don't give them an inch!
Oh. That guy did not luck out, did he? He's a gusher as well. Okay, that was not a particularly effective charge. He kind of like poked some of them in the back and then just stopped. Impressive that you managed to get your horse to stop on the dot there, but you'd think momentum would have had some effect. But you know what? Fine. I'm not going to complain. And we do have some pistoliers on the battlefield. These guys are going to be kind of annoying because they can just run away from us, especially on Knights of Blazing Sun, who they're currently picking off, which is a little bit annoying. But if we can lure them back into range of our missile units, they should be dealt with pretty easily. Battle Pope is fighting Reikland Wisemans? Is that right? Get back here, you little shits. I'm gonna pope the fuck out of you! He's gone. Alright, we do have the Flagellants coming to help him as well, not that we need them, and we've got the Free Company Militia. Actually quite a good unit, really, the Free Company Militia. They're not bad in melee combat, and they also have, like, shooties, which is nice. So, we're going to try and chase the Pistoliers towards our infantry, but they're a little bit too savvy, so we'll just pull them back in front of them, and hopefully they'll just blunder into our archer fire, crossbow fire, that kind of thing. Crossbows are just better than archers. They're just a better unit. But you can get archers from the get-go, whereas the crossbows require a little bit more. They require the upgraded building, don't they? So, I mean, it's not much different, so it's nice to have them, but... And there we go. Yeah, that's more like it. That's the good stuff. Right, this little detachment of enemy units is approaching, led by another general, Hans van Jenga. One of them. What the Pistoliers going to do? Still getting picked off by those crossbows. That's good. We're going to pull the Tattersouls and the Flagellants back towards... Because basically I think they can deal with this, no problem. And, yep, there we go. That one. But, I mean, to be fair, I don't know what you thought the gods were going to do when you ran into range of a bunch of people with pistols. Tattersouls charging down the hill. They've got 66 kills already, and that's going to climb very rapidly. They do a lot of damage. We've also got Volkmar, the Grim Volkmar's going to drop the Grand Hammer of Sigmar and the Reikland Runefang, meaning the Tattersouls now have 105 melee attack, which is not bad. They actually do a lot of damage, don't they? These guys, fucking nothing. These guys, murdering everyone. They're all rear charge there from the Knights of the Blazing Sun, which is going to help out. And this battle isn't particularly difficult anyway. By the point that you've wiped out the Separatists, dealing with this quest battle is fairly straightforward. Take them apples! Separatist dogs! Right, fingers crossed. Amber Wizard, of course. Amber Spear is the best spell in the game. I mean, that's not bad either, I guess.
Into the dark.
We've got Grey Wizard. That's alright.
Traveling, I will pray for your addled mind.
Oh,
Praise
good.
Sigmar.
Well, thanks for that. Right, we'll get rid of one of you.
Sigmar, grant me
And we'll pop
strength.
you in there.
Items of power.
Apparently he's got a thug. The Grey Wizards are quite interesting, actually, because they're kind of like the secret police of the Empire. They just kind of like go around being... They kind of like work alongside witch hunters, but not that the witch hunters would ever know. But they kind of do that kind of... So they're quite sneaky. They're sneaky wizards, as you'd expect, because, you know... Grey. And... I guess we want to go with something like Imperial Gunnery. You can't go wrong with artillery in the Empire. Maybe hold the line. Let's go hold the line. Yeah, okay, because that just gives us a little bit of extra bonus. Melee defense, all that kind of good stuff. Right, we've got a wizard now, so that's nice. And I think our next step is probably taking on those goblins. Let's get our crazy old grandpas dressed. Get them to wear some trousers. Oh dear. And Red Moon in? Yes. Let's get the Red Moon in. Because it's going to give us a little bit of income, but also add walls to that settlement. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong with that, can you? And Helmgart will hopefully become a nice little bulwark against anyone coming through Bretonnia. Fingers crossed there. Ooh, the gods are angry, are they? I don't really need the public order, to be honest. Oh, more growth. Yep, that's fine. I'll take the growth, thanks. Oh, God. Right. Come under attack from the Skaven. I don't have the money. I could spend... I guess I'll hire some nearby mercenaries. And then... I don't feel like you ever get enough... Like, if maybe there's just a couple more units in those armies, they might be significantly better, but as it stands, they're usually a bit trash.
Setting forth, hunting the wicked.
Right, I'm going to head up here to Wiseman's, because we're going to go and capture that. And then we're going to give it back to Midland and hopefully get their approval. However, I need defences at Eelheart and I cannot afford them, so that's a bit of a kick in the nuts, isn't it? Eh? We do have walls at Ubersreich, though. And public order here is actually fine. I'm legitimately surprised. Normally this early in the campaign, it's an absolute frigging nightmare.
Grant me strength.
Ho, ho, ho. Looks like we got some...
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
Got some opposition. I was hoping to just go in there and bop them. But looks like there's an army, which we're going to have to take on. We're going to declare war because we need to get Toddy on side. We need Toddy on side because we need him as... We need him with us. We need him to be standing side by side with the rest of the Elector Counts. We're not going to kill Elector Counts. We're going to try and... We're going to use diplomacy. And the best way to do diplomacy, as far as I'm concerned, is punching orcs in the face. But that'll have to wait until next time. If you've enjoyed this campaign and you're not a Patreon supporter, you can sign up at the link below to my Patreon. Otherwise, the campaign will be out once it's finished. Now, I know I said we could give the settlement back to Boris, but the poll for next time is going to be, should we, or should we keep it for ourselves? Let me know. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.